Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Writer channel. If you've never visited or if you weren't born the last time I posted a video, which has been several years, I'm just kind of jumping back in with some brief content here because I do plan on revisiting the channel. And if you've subscribed years past, it might surprise you to see something new pop up, but the intention is to get back to it with a little more focus. Today, all I'm working on a new book, the second issue of a book that Mac Chater and I are doing following our first series together at Distillery, which is Last Flight Out of Wichita. So I thought I always find it interesting to see how people organize their offices or set things up or how they work. So I thought I'd share what I'm doing with this current book. And again, if you don't find it interesting, move along. So I'm working on my main laptop here, which is, I don't know, a Lenovo. This is the script. This is where I'm actually sitting down to write the script itself, the physical script. For me, a lot of the preparation is mental. So I'm kind of writing a little bit, and then I'm developing more concrete ideas of where I want to go with it from there. Because I have several extra Chromebooks, Chromebooks are very portable, and since I do everything in Google Docs, it's very easy to take them wherever I go and pick up script or share files or whatever. But because I tend to buy them cheaply, they're not always the most reliable. They crash a lot. It could have something to do with the prices I pay for them. And that's kind of why I prefer to work at home on this laptop, which is sturdier and more dependable. Having said that, what I've done then is I have 3 extra Chromebooks. So I've set each one up with a different screen to kind of help me work through the script. And I'll show you what I've done here. So over here is the script for the first issue, which just helps me remember where we've been and make sure that the continuity flows and I'm not forgetting anything that we set up there. Then over here, well, there's a basketball game on. And then over here is, this is the finished art or the inked art for the first issue that Mac did. And again, same thing, helps me go through, kind of get a feel for the environment, the characters, the pacing, where we were in the first issue, and go from there. And then the third Chromebook, the fourth monitor, this is the original pitch for the series. This is a series we began working on 5 or 6 years ago, to be honest. And it's a 19-page pitch, which is way beyond the scope of what I would recommend or what I would normally do. But it's a very involved series, and we'd kind of planned this entire world with the idea that we might go on forever with it, or for a longer amount of time than a normal miniseries. So it really just kind of helps me keep the story in mind, characters that we created, that we intended to incorporate into the story. Honestly, there's stuff in here that may not make it into the finished book, but it helps me as kind of a guidepost for what we're doing. And it's been pretty invaluable because there are also things that I had sort of forgotten that we were going to do that I think have added to the work that I'm doing now and given it some more depth and texture. So anyway, that's basically it. Again, I don't know what your mileage on this is, but I'm always interested in how people operate, how their offices are set up. So this is what I'm doing right now. More details, an adjustable desk, which I don't use it as a standing desk much, but it does help to kind of shift my eye level and the level I'm slouching at. While we're here, it's the first comic book I ever published or I ever contributed to. Cork board with lots of notes, many of which are long out of date and were completely ignored. Some personal notes, what have you. Whiteboard with just pertinent information and projects. And up here, some prints by friends of mine. And if we look all the way up, we see a biplane that my late mother, reconstructed with a close friend of mine to give to his father. And not long after my mother passed away, he gifted it to me, which was a nice gesture. So anyway, there we are. Welcome back to the Comic Book Writer. And very shortly, or relatively shortly, I should have sort of a new focus and some new videos up for you. And hopefully you'll continue to check in from time to time. Thanks a lot.